Dear me, I do reminisce. I salute this shape of Ronnie Coleman more than the others. Most of the guys would rather prefer the ginormous version of 2003 or that of 2004. To me, I prefer the epoch between 96 and 2000. That was the sweet spot of a shape of Big Ron. Look at him, 1999. Of course, he won deservedly this Miss Olympia. He was not too busy, not overdone, yet he was still over-dominant, keeping at bay the competition. Flex Wheeler has no chance. Although he placed second here, to me the closest guy back then was not Flex nor Nasser El Somebody, but rather Kevin Lev Ronnie. But still, Ronnie was just good. This is the epitome. No bubble gut bonanza life back then. Look at the back. One of the best in the business. Already superb. The glutes were absolutely marvelous. The hammies, baby, please, everything was just nice. This was it. The thing is, he started to overcompete. He was doing those European tours and the Iron Classic. It was an overkill, and then he lost his shape in 2001, prompted him to become big, to keep at bay the young coming Jay Cutler. So this is it, people. What say you? Do you agree with me on it daily or not even slightly? You prefer this one or the huge shape of 2003? Let me hear you down below. Salute. Dear me, 245% tariff upon China. This is getting out of hand. Completely ridiculous. I give you Mr. Scott Bassett, the new Treasury Secretary of State of the USA. Better to know this guy has a history of histories, baby, please. He literally brought down the UK pound back in the day when he used to be associated to none other than George Soros. Now that's quite peculiar, isn't it? The fact of the matter is Donald Trump does not like George Soros. On record, he accused him of conspiring this time around against him through different means, media and what have you, for the last few years, right? So they're no friends. But Scott Bassett, when he was a young chap, as I mentioned, he did conspire alongside George Soros to bring down a currency, a big one of that, right? This was before the euro. That was the Dutch mark in Germany, le franc or the franc in France, and what have you. And UK had and still has the UK pound. They conspired and they short sold it and they brought it down severely. Better to know, the UK is an ally of the USA, but you know, good Lord, good times. And now he's back to head the US Treasury in an all-out war versus China. So this guy is, is no joke. Is no joke, right? He works behind the scene, but he's quite ruthless. And for the record, my Prime Minister, his name is Mr. Carney, right? Mark Carney, that is. He also worked for the Brits a few years ago to help them bring back up that pound after the Brexit, because the Brexit was a mess. Now they did exit from the euro, two different things, right? From the euro zone, and that pound was in bad shape. So my Prime Minister, current sitting one, did help them to bring it back. But to remember as well that technically Canada is part of the crown, so we're British as well, so to speak. Not only we are part of the Dominion, or as we say, the Commonwealth, but we are definitely under the crown of the British crown, that is. So interesting times. And this guy is in all-out war versus China. That's a pure foe, bro. That's a pure enemy this time around. And this battle is just starting. It's going to be ruthless. And I contend strongly that a lot of damage will be done and it will be had. So it's up for grabs. What say you people? Who's going to win this, right? There's a lot of money to be made. Hence what happened last week and the NYSE. And it's still going to come next week. I'm Of that I'm certain. Next week, watch and see. Watch and see. So that's Samira right there. That's Malika right here. Wow. This is me. Let's check my midsection, shall we? I'm not gonna flex first. No flex whatsoever. No flex. No flex yet. Let's flex. I think I'm getting mildly diced. What say you, people? What say you? It's quite chill today, man. Over here used to stand a very ancient statue of the founder of this very university, which still holds his name, Mr. McGill, Sir McGill. It was removed by the woke mob. As you can see, there is still some traces of the paint, right? Red paint, because they said that he had blood on his hand. That this whole campus still holds his name. This guy, dude, what a time to be alive. So he builds this, one of the most ancient and oldest and most prestigious university in the world. For 1600, and they removed it. By the way, this very site was holding one of the very first settlements in North America by the French at that moment, almost like 5 centuries old. Look at that. So 1535, it was abandoned in 1600, but at that moment it was lodging several families who subsisted by cultivation and fishing. You can read the old Latin here, if you will. But that's that. And then the woke mob elects to come here and destroy the statue of Sir McGill, because they deem it not. Obviously, they did that in the U.S. as well, and throughout Europe, destroying the history of this. I mean, if you don't like Western history, why do you come here and elect to destroy it? I'm not even a Westerner, for Lord's sake. But I respect where I am. Nonsense. No idea what these guys are protesting, but they are protesting. Thank you. Thank you, sir. So you got everything. You got the Palestinian cafe with a rainbow flag. How proper is that? What's up, people? This was Eduardo when we started. He was a fluffy mess, major bonanza. Look at that. That has been exorcised successfully, so casted away. So he was not in a happy place, obviously. Not a good shape whatsoever. Today, though, look at him. More or less 40 pounds gone, right? So this is a life-altering metamorphosis, baby, please. Absolutely saluted. And from now on, gains and sky is the limit. Absolutely proper. What's up, guys? This was Mr. Raymond while we started. I call this a mild bonanza life. Obviously, it's quite prominent from the front, but the sheer size of it from the back is rather a sight to behold. It was problematic from the back. The dead body was coming full force. It has been addressed. I'm going to show you the back of Mr. Ray because the contrast right there is rather startling, and you can see it. Pictures speak louder than words. Look at the difference. This tire here, it was a big one. It's like probably 355 rear section on 20-inch. Just gone. I mean, it was just concentrated there, man. Bad spot. Taken care of. Happy camper, right? Almost done. And he has lost only 30 pounds. 3-0. It might seem substantial, but a lot of my trainees lose 50, 60. So this is a moderate weight loss, but quite significant visually. Absolutely proper. Well, dearie me, and dearie you in all actuality, aware me. I'm FOMO, but I'm okay with it. I did not watch the news for the best of the last 48 hours. Did I miss something important? Please do aware me on a daily what happened. The end of the world? Any new war? Tariffs and what have you? You tell me, what say you, fellow humans? Did I miss anything? Did I lose my games? No. Did I lose some sleep? To the contraries, on a daily basis, I slept very well like few babies. Believe you me. That's it. Maybe I'm gonna keep it on this freaking stride. The middle of the week, Wednesday of all days. I'm not gonna watch the damn news. Right? So far, so pretty good. If it's not broken, don't fix it. But live.